That's a little absurd. That come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through. It's really about technique and feel. The Jerry player in Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron. That's right, a 3-iron. Green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
That was not a very good read right there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
A lip out's fine, as long as it doesn't happen to you.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
11 feet away. Good effort, just didn't drop. And he makes it for par. Locked in on the read and the speed. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. 13th hole now, it's a dogleg right, par 4. Frank?
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right. There is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks. This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. He'll need to be strong with this. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, quite a bit to consider here at the 13th.
Yeah, there's little knobs on the left and the right side of this green. So that bunker you can see, At first, it looks like you've got to avoid it. Well, you've really just got to carry it.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say. Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Third shot, looking for a good one. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. A good 20-footer here. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
And he's putting for par now. Hasn't been easy, but he'll take it. That's a par. 3 over for the day. Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Down the hill here, going to play shorter. He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
All right, Frank, what's the play into the green here?
Well, the green's got a little bit of a funnel effect. General contours slope right to left, and towards this green there is a little bit of a ridge and some mounding.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole. Frank, this is a cross-country putt. He'll have a go at it, though, for birdie. We'll see.
There's no backing down here. This is going to go up and down and all over the place, but a chance to go in.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. 3 over for the day. For par. Right in the heart. Frank, normally in a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees, but part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3.
This is a good-looking shot. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was 1 inch or 2. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
This is a good... Struggling a bit with the flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Really. This is an awkward length.
just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
And that's a bogey. Lining this one up for par. Six over for the day. He's made it. Now to the three-hole finishing stretch here at Chambers Bay, and we get it started with a relatively short par 4. It's a 423-yard hole, the 16th, Frank.
Being slightly to the right, there's a huge bunker all the way down the right side that sort of starts, I don't know, maybe about 100 yards off the tee, goes all the way to the green. You go right, and then you realize why this hole is called Beach.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Frank, what's the danger here on the approach to the 16th, considering the green is really pretty small?
Well, obviously it's a short par 4, so you know that the problem's going to happen up ahead, and that's exactly what it does. This is probably one of the smallest, narrowest greens at Chambers Bay, and you can see it slopes dramatically from left to right. That has to be taken into consideration with the second shot. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. These putts keep the round together.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
He has this putt for birdie. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
He'll take par and move on. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Just a tap in to finish the hole. And no problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of a U.S. Open. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.